the fact that, people think perhaps staying away from electoral processes, from, elections, things like that, voting, that's a form of protest. And especially with Gen Z and younger millennials. And we saw it like last year. New voters almost nil. Is that a valid form of protest, or is it just going to take us further and further away from the seat of power, as we like to call it?
My question is, protest to what gain?
Mm-hmm.
Because whether you participate in politics or not, someone is going to be elected to be your leader.
True.
The person who's elected to be your leader is going to determine what happens in the nation, is going to determine how politics is run in the nation, is going to determine how the national cake is divided. This person is going to determine how food gets to your table. Every single thing that happens in our lives has politics in it. So you may think it's about the maize that becomes ugali on your table. It is about the lipstick that you apply to go clubbing. It's about how much you pay to buy that drink. It's about how much you pay to acquire a building space in the CBD to run your business. It is about whether or not you're going to be taxed for setting up a dropshipping business online.
True. Yeah.
Every single decision is made around politics, and if you are not there when the decisions are being made, it basically means somebody else is making the decisions about you. So they say if you're not on the table, then maybe you're the meal.
So what happens when you get to your, to the voting station, or and you can't see a name that you want to put a tick next to, when you're literally out of choice, for lack of a better word?
And I think one of the problems we have is that many times we have had elections where we don't see a name that we want, or the person that we want to vote for. But the reason why that is happening is because those who would be quality leaders have refused to come to the forefront and vie for those positions. They have valid reasons. Some of them say that politics is too messy. Some of them say that it's inaccessible. For young people, generally, politics is extremely expensive.
It is, yeah.
However, if we make ourselves available to participate in voting, then, of course, we're going to get the kind of candidates we want. Every government we have had is a reflection of who we are as a people. If your government has failed you, then you are the one who elected those people to fail you. If your successive governments actually do well for your nation, it basically means you are promoting good governance by voting for the right people. Some countries in Africa haven't had an opportunity to vote as such and get the kind of leader they want, especially because some of them are still locked up in the kind of tyranny that we had under His Excellency President Moi, where
I
he
like
had ruled
tyrant
us.
and His Excellency, same sentence. Yes,
where he ruled us for over 24 years.
Yeah.
But some nations have been able to leave that space and actually turn over leadership. Turning over leadership and getting somebody else to lead, even a young person to lead, is not automatic that you're going to get good leadership. But the process of election, the cycle of elections, provides an opportunity for citizens to constantly address their aspirations as far as their country's governance is concerned, but most importantly, to participate in selecting who will lead them through universal suffrage.
Yeah, Leon, let's talk governance and why young people are not involved in it, really. We see it as a foreign task. We see it as a task for the older generation. What are the incentives for young people to actually jump ship? Not even jump ship, to join ship in the first place before they jump ship.
I think one of the first ones is one I've already addressed, the fact that every single resource, every single decision that is made around politics, number one.
Yeah.
Number two is the fact that these old people that we think are running our countries are not going to be there for a very long time. And we are the ones who are going to receive or be heirs to whatever they have developed. If you allow governance to go on right now without your participation, it basically means anything they design is what you're going to inherit. So far, we are inheriting economies that are struggling. We are inheriting a world with a climate crisis of enormous nature. We are inheriting a society where young people are becoming more and more depressed, are lacking in mentorship, and therefore a lot of them lack identity. The lack of identity and the struggles that they're going through is also resulting in them especially succumbing to suicide. We are inheriting a society with problem. Let us not even talk about the economic situation that we're inheriting.
Yeah.
If we do not participate now in designing solutions, in designing policies and regulations that are going to address the matter, we are going to inherit a problem we don't understand. It's going to be extremely difficult for us to resolve it.
To fix, yeah.
Yes.
We're back in the music